Welcome back, everyone. Whether you're a sushi lover like me or you fear raw fish, the Aburi sushi trend is something worth trying. So here to show us the art of searing sushi with a kitchen torch is Chef Sang Kim. Hi, Sang.
Hi, ladies. Speaking of searing, how are you?
Oh, great. We are ready to learn everything about Aburi sushi. Can you start off by telling us exactly what it is?
Aburi means seared, and so basically what it is seared sushi.
Okay.
Aburi sushi is also, of course, a trend that really started to form in the West Coast along the United States. And it really in Canada picked up in Vancouver. Sushi was never, by the way, something that was cooked, that was served raw. That's something that was a very recent advent in the middle part of the Edo period in Japan, when there was a whole bunch of little shacks that opened up along Tsukiji Market. Because the truth of the matter is that when you look at the history of sushi, sushi was always either fermented or marinated. In other words, there was some kind of cooking technique that was added to it.
This is so interesting, saying I love food history so much. And you know what Lainey and I also love? Just torching stuff. So we are so excited to have these torches and to torch some sushi with you. But will you first sort of take us through what kitchen implements, tools that we need to get things going?
Yeah, I mean the torch obviously is the most important thing, and then what I've also sent you guys was a sushi mold, because this is going to make things a little bit easier. You can hand mold your rice, right? Or get one of these at your corner store for like $2, and that will mold your rice for you. So you're going to need a rice mold, and then of course
Okay.
you're going to need something to place your pre-torched ingredients on. An iron skillet
Okay.
will work. I'm using an iron hot plate. That's all you really need: a knife, cutting board, and of course all the ingredients.
All right, so we're making two different kinds of sushi today. One is with salmon and the other is with eel, my favorite. So let's start with the salmon. Is there a specific way to cut salmon for sushi?
So here's the technique. You have your fillet of salmon, right? You're going to be cutting it across the grain with your knife, 30 to 40-degree angle. I know you guys have been making a lot of sourdough bread loaves during this pandemic, but what you're not doing is you're not using your knife like a bread knife. Okay, so don't saw at it. It's not a
Oh,
log.
oh,
Okay, so
okay. I
you
was
want to just
sawing.
slide
Me too.
the blade towards you,
Okay.
right? And then
Slide
when it hits
towards.
the
Okay.
bottom, swords
Yeah.
towards you, slide towards you. And then when you've hit the bottom of the fillet, flatten your blade. In other words, make it exactly perpendicular to the cutting board, and then pull.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Slide. Pull. Ah, yeah, that was good. Okay, I did it. I did it. Okay, so I think Lainey and I both have some salmon that we can use, but let's talk about the eel now. Is there a specific type of eel we should be using?
So the one that's most common, in other words, 9 out of every 10 people in a North American Japanese sushi restaurant order the type of eel that we're using, which is called unagi. It's a freshwater eel. And so the freshwater eel has a very particular kind of deep barbecue flavor to it. Okay.
Mm.
And the sauce, of course, the barbecue sauce called kabayaki. That's why it's often called
Mm.
kabayaki unagi. The kabayaki sauce, which has got tons of umami in it. It's what it is it's soy sauce that's thickened. It's got mirin. It's got tons of MSG. That's really important.
So, saying, is there anything we have to do to prepare this beautiful eel?
Slant your blade quite dramatically. I would say about 60% or so, right? 60 degrees. And then again, pull the blade towards you. Once it hits the bottom, flatten your blade and pull. And then you're going to have a nice, beautiful, long, thin piece like that.
Oh, yeah. I think I got it. Sang, you said that every chef has their own marinade, and I think your marinade is Canada's best. Whoa, Sang.
No, no, you know, and I got to be honest with you. I agree. Um, so, so, so I don't
Mm.
even have to say thank you anymore.
This marinade is mm, like
It's
Chef
good.
Sankiss. Can you eat the skin?
Yes, of
Of course.
course. It's all
Okay, I'm going to
cooked.
save that then. Okay, I'm going to save that. I got some beautiful pieces here.
Okay, saying our fish has been cut. Let's start molding our sushi. What do we do? What do we do?
So what you're going to need, because the rice is sticky, ladies, you're going to need a little bowl of water. So
Okay.
so you're dipping your hand in the water, spreading the moisture across your hand, picking up the rice, and then laying them in the mold. Compress it, right? You don't want to squeeze the rice too compact because it won't come out. Take the lid, put the lid
Yep.
on top, press it down, take the lid off, and then just gently flip it,
Oh my god, that's so cute.
and then you'll see that there's buttons in the back, right?
Mine is having a
Just
little
gently.
problem getting out. Mine are. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Mine are so cute.
So you have your pillow, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the salmon. So take your pieces of salmon and let's just lay it over on top, like a little duvet or blanket over on top of the rice,
I love that.
right? We're gonna put the eel on the rice now.
There's my eel.
So now I'm guessing it's sauce time because you've sent us some beautiful sauces.
What I want you to do, I've sent you a little bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what that
Yep.
almost, okay? So this is what I call the Oshi sauce, right? And it's just like it's a standard type of sauce that's made with eggs and olive oil, okay? Take scissors,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to just the absolute nib of it, just cut it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna drizzle this across the top of the salmon,
Like the way that you would mustard?
like the way you would decorate a cake. You know what I mean?
I just made a squiggle.
Now, what you want to do with the eel is you want to put the kabayaki sauce that I sent you.
This is very calming and relaxing, actually.
I don't find it relaxing at all. I already freaked out over my sauce bag. I think I cut the hole too big.
Are we ready to start torching this thing?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm super excited and nervous.
So, how do we do this safely?
So what you want to do is you want to make sure you got your iron skillet or your iron hot plate in front of you, and you're going to be putting your pillows of sushi and the rice on that skillet. Obviously, really important that you're pointing the barrel of the flamethrower away from you, right? You
Okay.
have a fire extinguisher handy. What you want to do is you want to turn the nozzle in the back so that the butane starts, you can hear a hiss, and then you pull the trigger. And what you want to do is you want to let it burn get rid of the fuel smell for a little
Right.
while, right? So you're burning the flames, you're burning the fuel away. You don't want that on your fish. But what you want to do is you don't want to bring the bluest part of the flame to the fish. You want to keep it slightly away, right? And what you're going to do, let's start with the salmon, okay? So we're going to put the flame over the salmon, over the oshi sauce, and you can see that that sauce starts bubbling. Once it starts bubbling, move the
Oh,
flame away
yeah.
to the next one, right? That beautiful bubbling that's happening.
Oh, yeah. I'm good at this part. No, seriously, I rock at this part. Hey, can I go to my eel now?
Yeah, let's move to the eel now, okay? So again, don't keep your flame too close. And what you want
Oh,
to do is you
seriously,
want to just
I
lightly, sorry.
I I think I have a new skill. I'm a great torturer. You should see the beautiful browning of my salmon and my eel. What?
So that
Like I
bubbling
Wow.
felt
again.
so uncomfortable this whole time. I have zero discomfort doing this. Like I'm really good at it.
Lainey,
Ready.
it looks great, but I think you're overcooking it. So you may want to
I don't think
just,
so. I think it's because I'm just
no?
delicately, honestly, I hate to disagree with you, but my touch is so light and artistic that it's perfect.
No, I agree. I'm sure it is.
We want to taste these culinary masterpieces, particularly Laney's, really, really soon. But first, we got to garnish to finish them.
Salmon is ideal with jalapeno. So let's on one of them, let's put a piece of jalapeno on top, right? On the
Mm-hmm.
other one, I like to put a little bit of a lemon slice with some
Ooh.
mustard greens on top of it, just like that. Get a
Okay.
little bit
Okay.
of that nasal mustardy. And so those are done. Do you have your salmon? With regard
Wow.
to the
Beautiful.
unagi,
Okay.
unagi. You could have it just as it is. It's beautiful the way it is. I'm sure Lainey likes it just like that. What I like with it, if you've got avocados in your kitchen and all that, avocados work beautifully with it, right? One of my favorite things with unagi is pickled scallions.
Oh, are we good to try?
I actually don't want to try because mine are so pretty. It needs to be Instagrammed first. I don't know what to do.
Can we eat them?
So, ladies, as you're eating, I'm going to explain to you what the torching does to the fish, of course. It renders the fat, brings it up to the surface, right? It caramelizes it, chars it, gives it that beautiful smoky flavor that you're tasting right now.
Mm. I don't think I've ever tasted better sushi because I made it.
Sang, this was an absolute delight. I've never made sushi in my life. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the night. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, ladies.
And everyone else, don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.